county officials, Mr. James has already introduced them, and certainly without them budgeting for all this and budgeting for economic development in Calhoun County and infrastructure, we would not be sitting here today. I want to, other elected officials, if you're an elected official in Calhoun County, can you please stand up or raise your hand, please? I don't know who else we might have, and I definitely didn't want to leave anybody out. All right, Department of Commerce, Annie and Sarah. Annie's going to come up in a minute, but where's Sarah? Stand up, Sarah. So Sarah has been a great help, more than she knows. She's assisted Calhoun County since her transition. She was assisting Calhoun County when she was in Lexington, but she really helped us out on trying to get approval for a permit that was time sensitive, and so we thank her for that. Jason, Central South Carolina Alliance, stand up, Jason, so everybody sees you. All right, so Jason, Central Alliance helps us once the projects come in. They help us from beginning to end. And so certainly we could not have the opportunities we have without them. Industry officials. I know, Tom, raise your hand back there. Mr. Alpic back there used to be, well, a lot of us remember as Carolina Eastman, DAC. So I want to thank them, honestly, for being willing to sell this property back in the day for this type of development to increase the investment in the jobs in Calhoun County. Members of the media. Hey guys, hold your hand up back there. Thank you for coming. A lot of times I don't want you around, but thank you for coming. County staff, right? I'm not going to start there because honestly, to win a project, especially in these days and times, you've got to be competitive. Calhoun County doesn't have the population. We don't have the budget to compete a lot of times with our neighbors. So how we try to overcome that is me begging and borrowing and stealing from our staff, getting them to make sure from a customer service that the company is happy, answering back immediately to questions, turning permits around immediately. It's the little things. My litter control officer, I don't know if he's here, but picking up trash for these guys come around. You know, just it's the little things that people don't realize that staff is involved with, and I want to thank them for that. I know there's probably other people out there that I'm forgetting, and I apologize for that, but I'm going to run into the thank yous real quick. Once again, thank you, Eastman, back in the day, right, for being willing to sell this property. County Council, back in 2017, they took the leap of faith in applying for grants, spending county tax dollars on getting the infrastructure up here, the water and the sewer up here for this to begin. Bill Smith, Red Rock Development. Stand up, Bill, if you don't mind, please, sir. Huge, big partner there. He came in here and ultimately bought all this property, and he's been a huge partner for Calhoun County in developing. He's adding product to Calhoun County. He's adding jobs to Calhoun County. I know a lot of people think that, you know, we're not competitive in that sense, but honestly, we don't have any other developers that are coming in aggressively like Red Rock, so I want to thank you for that. Mixon Holdings. I know Mr. Danny's here. Mr. Danny, stand up if you don't mind, please. Oh, there you go. I see Chris. Chris, up. Stand up. Oh, never mind. You can't stand up. So, yeah, I hadn't seen Chris. I'm sorry. I didn't know. But you know, they're the ones that sold this property. They teamed up with Red Rock, and so I want to thank them for their investment and their willingness to continue with us through the future, right, and investing in Calhoun County. All right, a little bit personally, Tom Arthur, John Wall. Stand up, please. Yeah, these guys is what started it off for me. All right, I thank you. Got a phone call in December of 22 asking me to come sit down with the Blanchard team. And, you know, in my 30 years, I've been intimidated a lot of times. But when I showed up, I wasn't intimidated until I showed up and opened the door, and there was a room full of people that I didn't know, conference room full of people, asking questions. And honestly, I left that meeting, and the thing that I remember about that is how impressed I was with the leadership, with Boyd and Rozier, you know, carrying that torch, and beyond, right? And what they wanted to do, their vision, and hell, even their planning. I mean, they're planning for what they wanted to be here at this site. And so I left there knowing that we need to have this company in Calhoun County. If we're an ag-based county, unfortunately with our county tax dollars, we don't get to play with these kind of toys. But certainly they fit us well, and I hope we prove to them in return. The long successful history in the business, the extensive planning for the relocation, but more importantly, the family environment. Our staff at the county always talk about family. You can love them, you can hate them, you can argue, fuss, and fight. But at the end of the day, you got to get along. You got to get along, and no matter what, if you can do that, you'll pull through any problems. So I felt like it's such a family environment at Blanchard that's another reason why we need to be teamed up with these guys. I hope Blanchard knows by now how much we want them, how much we need them, and I can promise you it will be service after the sale in Calhoun County. The last thank you I want to give is honestly to the groundbreaking committee. How about everybody, ladies, stand up? I think it's all ladies here. Yep. Where are y'all? All right, so it's Haley, Suzanne, Melissa, and Brandy. Thank you for pulling all this together. I know it's a lot more people than that at Blanchard and with the county and contractors, but with that, I'm going to turn it over. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Russell White. I have the proud honor of being the senator from Senate District 26, which is this half of Calhoun County, a good deal of Lexington County and Richland County as well. And I just can't express to each and every one of you how proud I am to be able to stand before each and every one of you today. Certainly want to give recognition to Representative Jerry Govan, my good friend. Thank you for being here, Jerry. Thank you for showing up on a Friday morning. Spoke with Senator Jeff Zell, who represents the other portion of Calhoun County, and to the Blanchards, he sends his best wishes as well. I'm a guy that grew up on the farm, born and raised here in Calhoun County. So it's pretty cool to be able to come out here and see all of this heavy equipment that as a kid, I grew up playing with, right? And never had the fondest, the slightest idea that I would be able to be here today welcoming such a great family to Calhoun County and thanking them, quite frankly, for their investment. And I don't want to stand up here and talk long, y'all, but I also want to make sure that I highlight how important this is, right? And a lot of times I don't think we have these groundbreakings, we go through the process, but at the end of the day, it's not just about this wonderful business choosing to locate in Calhoun County. It's about what you're bringing to the folks that live in this area. And that doesn't need to be understated. You are going to help keep a tax base lower for the constituents because you're investing in South Carolina, in Calhoun County. You're going to be able to provide jobs to folks that desperately need it. You're going to be able to help improve education in the rural parts of South Carolina that from time to time struggle. So the list goes on and on about the benefits that you are bringing to the county that I'm from, that I love, and that I want to see prosper. So truly, to the Blanchards, to a fourth generation company that has continuously shown that you do it the right way. And that means you don't cut corners. Sometimes the days are a lot longer than they should be or have to be, but that's the way it is when you do it the right way and when you care about the people that you're employing, when you care about the customers that you are serving. That's what it takes. And so it is truly with a sincere heart that I'm so proud to be able to say welcome to Calhoun County. I also know that this doesn't happen. I was so glad to hear John go down the list and thank everyone that has made today a reality, because it doesn't just happen with a few individuals. It doesn't just happen with leadership of a company saying, yeah, that's where we want to go. There's a lot of long hours, a lot of long days and nights that are put into the negotiations to try to make sure that it's a good fit for both parties. And so I just certainly, as I look out across the crowd, I know that each and every one of you played a part in today becoming a reality. And so as somebody who cares very much about this county and the state, I just want to sincerely say thank you to each and every one of you. I know that I speak on behalf of Representative Govan when I say we stand ready to ensure that this is a successful venture, not only today, but long into the future. So thank both of you very much. Look forward to working with you.
Not the best day to wear 4-inch wedges, but happy to be here. Good morning, everybody. I'm Annie Caggiano. I'm the Director of Global Business Development for the South Carolina Department of Commerce. It's both an honor and a privilege to stand before you today as we celebrate this monumental milestone for Blanchard Machinery in Calhoun County. Today, we mark the new beginning of a new chapter, one that reflects growth, commitment, and a shared vision for a prosperous future. Blanchard's decision to build a new $46 million facility right here in Calhoun County is more than economic development. It's a powerful symbol of South Carolina's promise and potential. This facility will not only create new jobs and support Blanchard's statewide operations, it also strengthens our region as a hub for skilled trades and industry. It's not only fitting that this is happening here in Calhoun County, a place on hard work and deep roots are built. So I also come from a farming family where owning a piece of cat equipment is not just practical, it is a point of pride. Well, now we are very bona fide city people. All these years later, I remember when we would drive past your facility in West Columbia and my father would pridefully talk about cat machinery and what they had on the farm. That memory stuck with me, not just because of the machines, but because of what it represented: reliability, hard work, and family values. That same spirit of legacy lives on in Blanchard's culture today, not just in the work that they do, but what they do to give back. Joe's Wish, their employee-founded scholarship program, helps support the children and grandchildren of Blanchard's team as they pursue higher education. It's a simple but powerful idea. Take care of the people that help build your business and invest in the future and what they're building at home. It's this kind of long-term vision that is exactly what the South Carolina Department of Commerce means when we talk about supporting companies from launch to legacy. We don't just celebrate groundbreaking, we stand with our companies as they grow, adapt, and lay the foundation for generations to come. So today we recognize Blanchard, not just for this facility that they're building, but for the future they're helping create for those employees here in this community and across South Carolina. So congratulations, and thank you for letting the South Carolina Department of Commerce be a part of your journey.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Boyd Blanchard, and it is an honor to stand before you today and celebrate the groundbreaking of our new South Columbia campus. Today is truly a special day, and it really doesn't get much better to be here, the beautiful weather in Calhoun County, to have our multi-generational business partner, Morgan Corporation, making quick work and doing what they do best. And also, yesterday was Caterpillar's 100-year anniversary as the iconic company they are. So we're celebrating, obviously, with a special bulldozer and the battle gray that we have over here on the side. We are a proud fourth-generation Caterpillar dealer whose roots started with our great-grandfather back in 1952 in Central Florida, and we entered the South Carolina market in 1982. You know, for a lot of years, there was a little inside joke within the Cat Dealer Network about us leaving the booming markets of Tampa or in Orlando and laying roots in little old South Carolina back in the 80s. Well, I think it is safe to say that the vision of growth and prosperity in this great state has come true. And I can honestly say that there isn't another territory, another team, or group of business partners in the country that I'd rather be a part of than right here and right now. This new campus will be a place where trust is built, careers will be launched, and relationships strengthened. It's a symbol of our commitment to creating an environment where our team will thrive, where our customers will feel seen and served, and where innovation is not just going to be welcomed, but it will be expected. But none of this is possible without those that came before us. And today, specifically, I want to honor our father, Joe Blanchard. His vision, sacrifice, and hard work laid the foundation we build upon today. His legacy is not just behind us, it's within us and supporting every step we take forward. So today, as we break ground, we do so with gratitude for the past, confidence in the present, and bold ambition for what lies ahead. Thank you for being here to witness this moment with us, and together we're building, powering, and shaping a better tomorrow right here in South Carolina. Thank you, everyone.
Wow, that's going to be a really tough one to follow. Yeah, so I'm Rozier Blanchard, and like Boyd said, we're incredibly honored to be representing the fourth generation of our family in Caterpillar. And as we stand here today, in my very biased opinion, in the best state in the United States of America, we're incredibly excited to be launching our next chapter of growth. When you look at what South Carolina is and what it will be, I think we've just barely scratched the surface of our potential as a state. What we have, the people that we have here, the culture that our state has embodied, and just the overall desire for people in the country to want to move to South Carolina. We feel like we are positioned perfectly right here in Calhoun County to take advantage of that growth, to change the services and support that we offer to keep up with our customers' ever-changing needs. We're incredibly humbled to represent the most iconic brand in the equipment manufacturing world in Caterpillar, and we're incredibly humbled to be able to represent the great state of South Carolina. As Boyd mentioned, we represent the fourth generation of our family in the Caterpillar business, but at the end of the day, as the three of us sit down and talk, we're not doing it for us. We're doing it for the communities that we serve, for the people that we employ, and for the fifth generation who is out here running around like crazy kids. So we are stewards of the business, growing it for what the future has. And the future for South Carolina is great, and we're incredibly proud and honored to be able to represent the most iconic equipment manufacturing brand in the best state in the United States of America. And we're incredibly bullish about what the future holds, about what the opportunities that lie in front of us with the state of South Carolina, with the investment going into infrastructure, industrial warehouse, everything going on with the port. We're just really, really excited about what South Carolina has in front of it, and the best is yet to come. So really appreciate everybody taking your time, joining us on this warm afternoon, and look forward to celebrating with the rest of y'all for the rest of the day. So thank y'all so much. I'm also gonna lead us in a blessing. So if everyone will please bow your heads. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you so much for bringing us here today. Thank you so much for what you provide, the world that we live in, and we're just really excited to be able to follow in your son's footsteps and to live and honor you every day. We're incredibly proud of the partnerships that we have and the great state that we get to do it in. And thank you for everything you do for us. In your son's name we pray. Amen.